All right. Today is Monday, November 17th. This episode will probably come out tomorrow, Tuesday, November 18th. And did A&M play this weekend? I don't remember anything happening significantly.
Nothing's coming to mind. It's probably just a stress-free, predictable. I mean, it was a 19-point spread. It's probably
pretty forgettable.
Yeah, just a forgettable game.
Yeah. I think Texas A&M did play this weekend. Well, they played one half of football this weekend.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, that. To be honest, I don't think my brain, and I told you this yesterday or Saturday, my brain still has not registered that we won that game.
Yeah.
My brain is still stuck in the first half, unfortunately. Hopefully a lot of y'all are past that and y'all have fully registered that we won that game. But absolutely insane. I mean, we're going to go into depth after the intro, but I mean, I've never seen anything like that before. As an A&M fan, as a sports fan, but I'm trying to think of an equivalent to the Jekyll and Hyde nature that was that game, of just first half being what it was, second half being the complete opposite.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen something like that.
And even if I have seen it, the thing is it's one thing to like watch another team go, have that type of game. But when it's your team, when you're like invested, genuinely, like I don't want to get into it too much, but the pick in the end zone, that like physically hurt me.
Yeah. I
haven't, and I think it's just because it's just so unexpected because, if you were to tell me like, oh, you lose to South Carolina at home, 9-0, I'm expecting like the way that game would have to go is just like maybe a back and forth or like they get out to a little bit and then, but there's like some, it goes towards the end and it's kind of like the Auburn game where you drop a pass or something crazy like that. Mm-hmm. But for to get boat raced the way you did in the first half, it was just like, it was 30-3 and it was like, I mean, if this doesn't go well in the second, this could be 40-17. It's just the craziest thing.
I mean, I thought they were going to drop 50.
It looked like it.
And I wasn't even like falling apart. But I mean, I obviously was very unhappy and shocked, but I just didn't even know what to think. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I was waiting for the response, and I was waiting for the response after the fumble when it was 17-3. I was like, all right, we'll get a drive and get some points, whether it be 3 or 7. We just have to figure out how to stop them. But then I'll go through I wrote it down, kind of how the first half played out. But to continuously have to punt, get intercepted, or miss a field goal, back to back, just the whole first half being that. And then right after that, 80-yard touchdown to Nick Harbor. It was very surreal watching that game, being like, how does this make sense after the season that you've had so far? Mm-hmm. But that's just football, man, especially in the SEC. So we're going to we'll go into more depth, obviously, about the A&M South Carolina game. We'll talk about that in full. We do have a lot of other good games that we do want to talk about. I mean, we'll talk about the Texas-Georgia game. I know kind of got away towards the second half of the game, but I think it was an incredible coaching job from Georgia. And honestly, I came away with it more that Georgia just played it's more of, I thought really highly of Georgia after that game. and Texas just had a lot of missed opportunities. They really never got the ball rolling.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll talk about the rest of the college football games. We're recording this, so we usually record on Wednesdays. We're recording this before the college football playoff rankings are coming out. So what we're going to do is I have my list of college football, what I predict the college football rankings will look like, and we'll talk about the list and if, honestly, if Zach agrees with me, if he would change anything. We'll talk about NFL. A lot of good games in the NFL this week. I think there were 5 games decided on the last play of the game. I think something like that, or needed overtime. We'll talk about NBA, and then we're just gonna do Week 13 preview, and then we'll get up on out of here. So, you got any updates? Anything? Any good stories?
Going to Vegas.
You are going to Vegas. That's right.
Going to Vegas.
You're going to be a babysitter.
Generational wealth incoming. I'm ready.
Man, what is there like anything specific that you're looking forward to in Vegas? Like, are you gonna? Because you're going to the F1. Yeah. That's gonna be really fun.
That's gonna be Saturday. So the race Saturday night. That'll be sick. I've never been
To a Formula One thing.
to Vegas. I've never been to Vegas.
Okay. Wow.
So
That's great because, I mean, I have really no big interest in going to Vegas. Like, I want to go maybe once, but it's not super high. It's not at the top of my list. But I would go for like a Formula One or like a UFC or like something like a sporting event would get me there.
Mm-hmm.
But
a concert at the Sphere.
yeah,
Ooh.
concert that'd be very, very cool.
I was looking at concerts earlier, and I think the Eagles are playing in the Sphere right now.
Is it only the Eagles and U2?
No, they get more.
Okay.
They do it a lot, though.
Okay. Yeah, because I know U2 does it. Eagles do it. Do like any like mainstream pop artists do it? Like
I don't know.
Billie Eilish or?
Honestly, I have no clue.
Honestly,
They do a lot of shows, apparently.
Okay.
They do like movie screenings and shows and stuff.
Interesting. I guess they do have to, it takes a lot of time to kind of coordinate a whole thing for the Sphere.
I'm hyped. I'm ready to go.
That'll be yeah, you'll have to kind of debrief a little bit on the whole experience because I've never been to any sort of car racing type sporting event.
Mm-hmm.
Like Formula One, NASCAR, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
I haven't either. This would be my first. I went to monster trucks as a kid.
did they have it at the rodeo? Was that the?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember watching.
It was in the Frank Irwin Center. Rest in peace.
Yeah. The new Texas Stadium is insane.
Moody's okay, but it's no
It is.
Frank Irwin.
It's absolutely insane. I remember watching those DVDs on like the flip down, in the minivan, the flip down TVs or whatever, and the monster trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Elite.
I'm hyped though. It'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be really, really fun. Okay, with that being said, we've got some things to do today. Or maybe not.
I guess we don't.
Why does this one not work? We're going to keep this all in. I'm going to try to...
I'll play Clash. You figure that out.
All right, I'm going to have to do some... I'm going to delete it, and then I'm going to find it again. With that being said, we've got some things to do today. Okay, we got to get into it right away. South Carolina at Texas A&M. Final score, Texas A&M 31, South Carolina 30. I'm going to recap the first half. I have it written down. I'm going to go through it quickly. So, SC gets a field goal on their first drive of the football game. Aggies get the ball back. They respond with a field goal. Ensuing drive, South Carolina has a third down that Lenoris launches a 50-yard dime, and I mean dime, to, I don't know what his first name was, starts with a V, Jacobs. So, 10-3, Aggies get the ball. Aggies drive down. They attempt a 45-yard field goal, no good by Randy Bond.
Is.
What's that?
It never is. Continue.
Did you see? I watched Mike's.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I saw that.
The Randy Bond is yeah. Yes. So no good. Field goal, no good. Aggies get a stop. Stop South Carolina. South Carolina punts. Aggies. This is the drive. The Aggies fumble. The fumble 6 to make it 17-3. So they get the ball back, punt. South Carolina drives down the field, scores a field goal. It's 20-3 at this point. At this point in the game, well, hold on. Then we punt, they punt, we punt. Dalton Brooks gets an interception. We're in business. We're, I think, have to be inside the 25-yard line at this point. That drive goes nowhere. Randy Bond comes in. We go, okay, we're going to get the points. We're going to make this a 20-6 game. Randy Bond, 25-yard field goal, bangs off the left upright. At that point, it's like we can't do anything right. Nothing is working. Marcel, up to this point, has not thrown an interception, but I believe there have been 2 times where KC has had to play DB and slap the ball out of I can't remember their corners' names, but there was one guy who had I think both interceptions that Marcel threw. So missed chip shot field goal. South Carolina gets the ball. We force them to punt. We have a good return. At this point, we're like, all right, it's 20-3. We're driving off the punt or off the good return. Okay, finally we're gonna get some points. Finally, it's gonna be a field goal or something. That's when Marcel throws the interception in the end zone. That play right there physically hurt me because it was like, you've already missed the 25-yard field goal. You've already missed the 45-yard field goal. Marcel's already almost thrown a couple interceptions. You've already intercepted it, and then you throw an interception. Let's see.
Got that pick.
Yeah, next play, 80-yard touchdown to Nick Harbor. That dude, that is a big man that can run really, really fast. Mm-hmm. I don't know what his how big. I mean, I think he runs a 4.4, 4.5, but he's also like 220.
It's quicker than that.
Is it really?
I saw something that said unofficial 4.31.
At his size, that's insane.
I just don't even believe it, but
that's insane.
He just flat out outran Willie.
Mm-hmm. He outran all three of them, yeah. And Dalton Brooks took a really bad angle on that one.
Yeah.
But to be honest, as a safety, you see that receiver, I'm sure you're just like, you come up, it's just like a bigger receiver. You're not ready. You're not expecting him to move as fast as he does. So intercepted in the end zone. Next play is 80-yard touchdown. We get the ball back. Marcel throws another interception, this one high over Casey's head. leads to a field goal right before half. It is 30-3 going into halftime. Shane Beamer gets interviewed. He says something along the lines of, "Yeah, we're not surprised. We beat this team by whatever they did, 24 last year." Mike Elko gets interviewed. He says, "We just need to do better. We need to actually play football." And second half, touchdown, fourth down stop, touchdown, punt, touchdown, punt, touchdown, punt, fumble on the goal line by A&M, fourth down stop.
Ball game.
28-0
in the second half. Ashton Bethel Roman, career day. KC, 160 yards. Marcel, 439 and 3 touchdowns. 303 touchdowns in the second half alone. That's insane.
303 touchdowns?
No, 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Gotcha.
In the second half.
Incredible. I think, and I've said this to you, I think what I'm most impressed with is the ability to do so bad and then at halftime be able to reset and then come out and play, as good as a half as you had to play, that good of a half, if you were going to come back. But, I feel like you can play a bad game, reset, and then have a whole week of practice and come out and play better. But to do it in such a short amount of time, to turn it around at halftime and then come out and win the game, I mean, incredible.
Elko said he didn't say anything at half. I simply do not believe him. I cannot wait for the Pulse to drop on Wednesday.
I'm excited for the Pulse. I really am. So him saying that he didn't say anything at halftime. So if we go on that, I mean, we've talked about process, we've talked about culture. He talked about in the presser for this week, he said that, we win that game not because I said something at halftime, but because 6 months ago we set out and we started doing all the little things right. And then, that builds and builds and builds. And then you play a bad half of football. You go into the locker room and you say, look, we're just getting away from our process and we're trying to do too much. And he was saying that we were pressing after the fumble to go down 17-3. It was like we were trying to do too much. And then you get back to that at halftime, you kind of reset. And then you come out and you play like the team that is a 16.5 point favorite at home.
Ridiculous. Really could have been 38 too, which is crazy.
I know. Yeah. What do you think of the play call at the goal line by Colin Klein?
On the fumble?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of debate on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's, to be honest, only because I have the gift of hindsight. I don't really care. Like, I just can't believe we won the game. I'm not going to say Colin Klein's play calling is bad because he went on a 28-0 run. Yeah. Do I think putting the ball in the hands of a true freshman running, I guess you could call it a trick play, at that point in the game, I probably wouldn't think that's the best idea, but yeah. I mean, I think he just got scared. Yeah. I mean, there were just guys coming after him, and he just tried to get rid of the ball, tried to do too much. Yeah. But
yeah. I mean, I think everyone's saying that it was too cute of a play. I mean, I think it's just the benefit of being someone on the stands versus somebody on the field and actually like trying to win the game. So the way that I think of it, I like what it means and what it symbolizes. Like, you're trying to win the football game, and you run it twice. You're not able to get it. I forget how far away from the goal line we were on first and goal. Do you remember? Okay. I can't remember if we were stuffed. I remember getting stuffed on second and goal because I'm pretty sure we were at the one. So at that point, it's third and goal. you're trying to score a touchdown. You're trying to win the game, put this out of reach. You don't want to even if you have to kick a field goal, there's still a chance that they go down and score a touchdown and win the game. So what you're trying to do is score a touchdown, make it an 8-point game at that point, and they have to get a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie it and go to overtime. I get like I like it in the sense of we're trying to do something. We're trying to catch him off guard. Obviously, when it goes like that, everyone's going to be super critical.
I mean, that is exactly describing the Seahawks Super Bowl where they wouldn't give it to Marshawn because they were like, we're playing to win. We're going to do something unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
That really didn't end well. I know that's a different situation whenever you're comparing Marshawn Lynch in the backfield in the Super Bowl to Jamarian Morrow on a trick play against South Carolina, but
yeah,
I don't know.
And I get it, but I mean, I think that's just the difference of being a fan versus being a coach or a player. I think it boils down to like, as a fan, like you look at the results of certain things, right? And that's how you base whether it was a right decision or not. You know, sometimes coaches are trying to win the game. It was a good, I haven't really honestly looked at the play to see defensively what they saw in order to call that play, or if it was just like, we've run this before, we're just going to try it regardless of what they line up in. But yeah, I'm sure if you heard Colin Klein's explanation as to why they're running that play, I'm sure it's a good one.
Elko said bad call. That's on me.
Yeah, I mean, it is because it ended up going the way it did, and maybe it's a bad call because, you know, you're putting it in the hands of someone like if it's Le'Veon, if it's Ruben, I guess you could say it's a little bit more experienced, and so they know let's just eat it and go. Because yeah, I mean, if he doesn't throw that, I mean, they could call that play. He sees Morrow sees that and eats it, and we're not talking about it was a bad play. It's just like it wasn't there. We were trying something, it didn't go the way it did. Yeah, I mean, it was risky. It was high risk, high reward, and you took the risk, and it didn't work out. So, but I mean, I guess you trust in your defense to do what they did, and they did a great job. So, yeah, I mean, you just have to make plays, yeah, and they did. So, I don't know. I understand why people are saying what they are about that play, but
I'm with Elko. Anything Elko says, I agree with. Elko say bad call, I say bad call.
I mean,
that's my $11.5 million coach also.
Yeah, congratulations to Mike Elko.
His son Mike.
Getting that extension.
His wife Michelle. Michelle, Mike, and Mike. Wonderful family.
The GOATs. But, I mean, it's kind of like people criticize Dan Campbell for going for it. And, I mean, if you watch the Lions-Eagles game, which we'll talk about later, they went 0 for 5, I believe, 0 for 6 on 4th down. And the criticism there is, if they don't do that, if they don't go for it on those downs, you kick field goals, you get points or whatever. But I think in total, big picture-wise, what the players love about Dan Campbell, and maybe even the coaches too, is that he plays to win. And that mentality, that process, you're going to have games like the Eagles game where you just can't get Jared Goff isn't playing great. You go 0 for 6 or 0 for 5 on 4th downs. But the thing is you lose that game, but you win 4 or 5 other ones because you're playing that like that. And so, I mean, I would just bring that into the play call at Colin Klein, and they're trying to win the game. It goes terribly wrong, and so in hindsight, it's like, yeah, that was maybe too risky of a play in that setting. Just kind of be safe and maybe kick a field goal. But I think what it symbolizes in big picture, it's like Mike, Colin Klein, they're playing to win. They're trying to figure out creative ways to get guys in scoring positions. And you can be critical all you want, but at the end of the day, like, these guys are 10-0. So that's kind of my.
That's why I really don't care, to be honest. Like, I mean, I don't know. If it would have worked, I would have been like, great play call.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I really don't care.
Yeah.
Because of how the game ended.
Yep.
There is, though, however, a coaching disaster class from this game.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of the exact time it was, which drive. It was late in the game. I believe it was fourth quarter. It was before A&M took the lead, but whenever it was a one-score game.
Okay.
South Carolina has the ball. They're going for it on a fourth down. Fourth and short.
Is it their first drive of the game? Sorry, first drive of the second half?
Might be.
Because that's when we stopped them on fourth down.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. Fourth, or it was what, third and short. It was like 3rd and 3. Or no, it was 3rd and 1. They call a run up the middle for no gain.
Mm-hmm.
And then it looks like they're going to go for it on fourth down. Then Shane Beamer in the first drive of the second half. Obviously, you're up 30-3, so you don't really think they're as valuable, those timeouts. Calls his own timeout, regroups the team during the timeout, goes out there. He calls the exact same play call, the same run up the middle for no gain.
The same play call from third down?
From 3rd and 1.
From 3rd and 1?
3rd and 1, no yards, timeout, 4th and 1, same call, no yards. That was
interesting.
That was a tough way to start the second half.
I didn't catch that.
For them. I didn't either, to be honest, live until I was watching a breakdown and they were like, Shane Beamer, dude, come
Interesting.
on, man.
Yeah,
It didn't seem big in the moment, but in looking back after the game, you're like, that's a big play.
Mm-hmm. Sure. And I mean,
that's a big play.
The 4th and 12 that Marcel converted to score the first touchdown of the second half. I mean, it didn't seem big in the moment when you're down 30-3, but you look back and you're like, if you don't convert that, I mean,
Marcel even said he was surprised that they went for it. He's like, I was ready to come off the field, and they're like, nope, we're going for it. All right.
Yep. No, and he scrambled and, made that one of the linebackers miss in the open field.
I mean, first half was a disaster by everybody. I mean, KC had the drops. Craver had a bad drop. Marcel looked bad, like the worst he's looked all year.
Yep.
There are so many players in that second half that deserve their flowers, who we just named a couple of them. KC, Nate Borkacher, Marcel, obviously, Isaiah Williams.
Yep.
First catch of the year, touchdown, get some momentum going second half.
Yep.
Tyler Onyedum had a game. Cassius Howell had 3 pass breakups on the, South Carolina's second possession of the game.
Yeah, he did.
And then he just kept going. He got another sack yesterday, or a sack and a half. There are so many.
Yeah. And I was telling you, I think with Isaiah Williams, right, he comes in off the bench and his first catch is a touchdown. And then he has a couple other catches in the game. And I can't say this with certainty because I wasn't there, haven't talked to him. But what I would assume is that when you have wide receivers who are really, really good and they have solidified themselves as wide receiver 1, the guys behind them know that they have to, work really, really hard in practice, just if they want to see playing time on the field. And then when they do get those opportunities, they know they have to capitalize on them. And I think in the past, A&M has kind of had some wide receiver like Moose Muhammad, very, very talented, and you saw the flashes. But it was under Jimbo, he kind of fluctuated between being starter and being rotational. And you could see Jimbo would put him out there because he knew what he was capable of. But there was also this element of he wouldn't. Blocking was kind of an issue at times. Just those other things that, make a coach want to put you out on the field. And so I felt like our wide receiver room have kind of been kind of a revolving door or just very in flux. And now that you have a really, really solid wide receiver core, young guys like Isaiah Williams. I guess Madden Williams is going to be coming in next year. Jerome Miles, who's been injured all year.
Aaron
Gregory, yes. Those guys, like, the standard is set a little bit higher, but there's also just more of like an understanding. I guess the process and mentality changes a little bit, and it's so small. It really it doesn't seem like much, I think, to fans or maybe us watching, but I think that slight difference is just what makes Isaiah Williams able to come in off the bench and score a touchdown or make the catches that he did during the game, because there were a couple others that were like really solid catches.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what a game.
We even saw TK Norman, not this game. What game was that? A few weeks ago. TK Norman jet sweep at the end of a game.
I don't remember it.
Because he's a freshman. He hasn't touched the field yet.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a 3rd and long in the red zone and called a jet sweep for him. Oh, it was LSU. It was the LSU. That first down set up the Jamarian Morrow run with the spin move to get to 49,
yeah.
you know? And I literally, because I was watching with my mom, I'm like, she goes, who is that? I don't know who 13 is. I think he's 13. I don't know who that is. See Norman. Good Lord. And, I mean, that's a not big moment in terms of like, oh, it's a close game because it was a blowout already. But it's like, he's getting good reps.
Yeah.
Schemed it up well for him. I don't know, man. It's just different now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a real program.
Mm.
Yeah. Do you have anything else on this game?
Chills.
After that first half, it was looking real tough for all the Marcel, the chance, the chills. It was looking really rough. So when at what point in the game did we get that text? Because it was really funny timing.
I don't remember. It was funny though. The chills text.
Yeah, we have a group text, and we were watching it on my phone, and I think maybe it was just at the end of the game, but after just obviously watching Marcel do so well or play terribly in the first half, we were talking. We're like, yeah, that's chance, chills, all of that dead, gone. Mm-hmm. We'll never see that again. And then after his second half, I think it was probably right at the end of the game. The text just pops down as chills. Mm-hmm. We just started dying laughing because
his Heisman odds went up pretty significantly today.
So he's third now?
Mm-hmm. He was third, but his odds were plus 950.
Okay.
Last week, they're currently plus 550.
Wow. It would just be cool if he got to go to New York.
That's, I'm hoping.
Yeah. If you would have told me.
Pretty good about it right now.
Yeah. I mean, if you would have told me at the beginning of the season, you're 10-0, or even if we were to lose one of these next two games, but Marcel goes to New York, you get to be a playoff berth, all that stuff, 100% would have taken it.
Oh, yeah.
Easy. No question.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
Yeah. What a game. 10-0. Just win. Survive and advance. That's all that matters.
Yep.
That's it.
Oh, while we're talking Aggie football, this will be very quick.
Okay.
It's also flip season.
Yes. Yeah. Hit us.
Come on, man. Had a lot of recruits in the building. Today, Steve Wiltfong officially put in a Fong bomb for 4-star edge rusher KJ Ford, Florida commit. And, this one's crazy. 5-star safety Braylon Womack.
Oh, did he really? He put it in for Braylon Womack. Okay.
For Braylon Womack. There was a quote from Braylon or someone, like maybe one of his parents. No, it was from him. That was put out. It's like, the visit was amazing. The atmosphere, like everyone was awesome. But he was like, Coach Elko told me, he didn't just want me. He's like, this team needs me. And but that's cool to hear, but not in like a desperate way. of like, we suck, we really need this 5-star to come and help us out. It's like, you fit exactly what we want to do here, and we think this is the best place for you. It's just, chills.
Chills.
But Braylon Womack, KJ Ford, come home.
Yeah. What I was hearing was it wasn't, you can't even really say issue. It was just more just he liked Auburn. Like,
his sister plays softball there.
That also helps. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And yeah, honestly, I mean, I've been to Auburn. Auburn's awesome. Honestly, if I wouldn't have gone to A&M, I would have loved to have ended up at Auburn. Mm-hmm. So I really don't blame him but I think probably a big part of the decision for him too is with Hugh Freeze now being out, there's just going to be some turmoil there. He doesn't know what he's going to step into. So I'm assuming a lot of these commitments, right? You're committing not only to a football program, but also to a school and a place that you're going to be for 4 years and a community and all that. And with the football aspect being in flux, I get it. Auburn's probably is really, really cool, but maybe that has some sway now that A&M's looking the way they are.
Come home, Braylon and KJ.
That would be all. I do think they've been saying that KJ Ford is really on the edge of coming to A&M. So I wouldn't be surprised on that one. But Womack would be nice. I know there's a Houston guy, Warren. I think Jaden Warren. Yeah,
receiver.
He is on that short list of players that A&M is still talking to and may potentially flip. I think Lamar Brown's on there too, or not Lamar. Is it Lamar? It's Lamar Brown. Okay.
I think he's staying.
I think he is too.
No matter what.
I think he really likes
because he's from Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I don't blame him. Okay. Moving on let's go to Texas at Georgia. Final score, Texas 10, Georgia 35. What were your thoughts? What were your takeaways from this game?
It was a great game. I mean, because it was a blowout. 35-10, you look at that and you're like, oh, dang, that was a blowout. It was 14-10 at the start of the fourth quarter. Like, it was a good game. The fourth quarter, and I'm not saying this in a way to put down Sark. I'm only saying this in a way to lift up Kirby. Absolute coaching masterclass. And I think Georgia's coaching staff just kind of ran circles in the fourth quarter.
100%.
And that's not putting anything on Texas because I think they could do that against anybody. I think Kirby's the best active coach in the country. But, yeah, that was just a masterclass.
Yeah.
The play calling was perfect. That not fake punt, the onside kick, that was
I did not expect
crazy.
I would have never expected it. That was
crazy.
Yeah.
Just because Georgia was up 14-10. They had the ball. They went for it on fourth down like twice that drive. Got a touchdown. So you make it 21-10. So you're starting to get a lead, but, Arch isn't playing bad for the most part. Other than that pick, there's just been some drops, and you just onside kick, get the ball back, and then I think the game just kind of ended there.
Yeah, and then
just drive down, kick off, get a stop, drive down, score. It was, so it led to a blowout, but it was a great game.
I 100% agree with that. I think, so Wingo had a few drops there at the beginning.
Everyone did.
There were a lot of drops from the Texas side. And I think the accumulation of all of those drops, I think you left some points on the board. I don't know how many, but it killed some drives, especially the first drive of the game where they get a field goal out of it. But I believe there were maybe a couple plays in a row that there were drop balls. I know especially on it was like the crossing route. I think it was Wingo. He dropped it. He easily would have had a first down if he would have caught it. So who knows how many points? You can't quantify that. But you know that the drive keeps going, and you keep momentum going as well. Here's Arch's stat line. 27 for 43, 251 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. What do you think of that?
That's pretty good. The pick was bad.
Yeah.
I was seeing some. Maybe this guy knows nothing. I know nothing, so I just regurgitate what I'm told. It is weird because like against Ohio State, he was terrible. Like he was so inaccurate, and he reverted to this thing where he's like throwing off his back foot sidearm.
He throws like a fastball.
Yeah,
But
it's just like early in the game he was hitting receivers, and half the time they were dropping it, which isn't his fault. But I don't know if it's like forcing something, I don't know, but his like mechanics changed in certain points, and it definitely did on that pick because that pick was bad. But I mean, he wasn't the reason they lost that game.
I don't think so.
I really think the reason that it's not even the receivers made a lot of drops or had a lot of drops, made plenty of mistakes. But it's not even just like a pure like Texas shot themselves in the foot type of game. It was really just Kirby Smart and Mike Bobo and Glenn Schumann just locked in, and just decided to take control.
And maybe I would circle that 43. He had to throw 43 times.
They have no run game.
And having no run game. Was it you that was telling me the stat? Here, you say it.
Texas has now played Georgia 3 times since they joined the SEC last year. 3 times in 2 seasons. In those 3 games combined, Texas has 83 rush yards. In 3 games.
That's not very good.
That is worse than bad. That is, I don't know how that's possible.
That's not really good.
And I know that like last year they were in an odd position because Baxter was out all year. But like they had Jaden Blue and Trey Wisner still.
Mm-hmm.
So you have guys there that can do more than that, more than average 27 yards a game.
And they had a solid offensive. They had a better offensive line.
Incredible offensive line last year,
for sure, and definitely better than this year's offensive line. The sack problem came in because Quinn Ewers wasn't very mobile, and so that's why they kind of had that issue. But yeah, to not have a run game to balance it. You put all the pressure on Arch, essentially. You make him throw 43 times, and then your receivers are dropping a few here and there. I thought Arch played really well. I don't think that he was the reason that game went the way it did. I thought Georgia ran the ball really well against. That was kind of the conversation was, can Georgia run the ball? Texas is second in the country in rushing efficiency on defense. Let me see. Let's see how many yards they had on the ground. Oh, wait, I have to go to Georgia.
Enough. Nate Frazier.
Nate Frazier's really good. They have another guy, don't they? Or is it just
They
Nate?
always do. I just know Nate Frazier.
Chauncey Bowens. They only ran for 128. I thought it was more. But I guess they ran enough to where Gunnar Stockton had the ability to. Gunnar Stockton went 24 for 29, 229 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Yeah.
Kirby Smart really helped out his offense by the onside kick, surprise onside kick. I mean, that was just because at that point it was Texas scored a touchdown, so then it was 10 to. Do you remember how that played out? Let's see if I can pull up the. Here we go. So yeah, Texas scored to make it 10-14. Yeah. So here we go. Texas scores, makes it a 4-point game. Georgia has a great drive, 10-play, 73-yard drive to make it 10-21. So at this point, you're going to give the ball back to Texas. They just scored a touchdown. You just scored a touchdown. So it could get into this back and forth shootout. onside kick. They score again to make it 10-28. Defense stops them, makes them punt. Georgia goes down, scores another touchdown. At that point, everything feels dead in the water. Texas really struggling with momentum. You're at home, so it's so much easier to create momentum at home. That was just such a big play in the game. I take away a lot more from Georgia than I do Texas. I just think drop passes, the non-existent run game, not being able to stop the run, all of that, and then Georgia's coaching decisions there at the end. I think it was just a masterclass by Georgia.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, do you have anything else on that one?
I don't think so.
Okay. Good job, Georgia. Notre Dame at Pitt. Final score, Notre Dame 37, Pitt 15. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, that was a blowout. That was BTA.
Yes. So
Jeremiah Love. Holy cow, Jeremiah Love.
That spin move?
That spin move. Dragging the guy who was just holding on to his undershirt.
Yeah.
Like he was. Yeah, Notre Dame's going to make the playoff, looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
10 to start 0-2. I mean, that was the whole thing. Just win your next 10. You're going to be favored in all of them.
Yep.
You're going to be the better team. Just don't mess it up.
Yep. And now that, first of all, that USC win could end up looking really good, depending on how this coming week's game goes between USC and Oregon. But Notre Dame is for sure looking the part in all of their games. Their offense looks really, really good with that run first, Jeremiah Love, Jadarian Price, 1-2 punch. And then you've got Malachi Fields, that catch.
Dude, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, they're not lacking for talent at wide receiver. Jaden Greathouse, I don't know how good of a season he's having in total, but I know that he's a good player. Notre Dame, I'm not surprised that they're going to make it into the playoff. Also, the talent that they have on their roster, they're going to compete in, whoever they play against in the playoff, if all goes according to plan. But yeah, the Notre Dame haters are sick right now. They're sick to their stomach. But yeah, I didn't watch this game really. I saw the pick six and I saw the Jeremiah Love touchdown. That's it. And then
that's all I really saw.
Yeah, I was kind of I was having a heart attack watching something else at the time. So
dying. I couldn't breathe.
I was a little preoccupied. So good job, Notre Dame. Congratulations on making it to the playoff. We'll see you there. South Florida at Navy. Final score, Navy 41, USF 38.
Ridiculous.
We love our troops. We love the Naval Academy in particular. We have a friend at the Naval Academy, or I guess he's no longer there. He graduated. Shout out to the midshipmen. They might get into the playoff. I don't really know. There's 5 teams.
JMU, baby.
JMU has a very good chance. Memphis, JMU, North Texas, San Diego State, Tulane, and Navy, I would think, are in competition for that spot. I think Navy kind of has maybe a couple more games that are difficult on their schedule. Maybe this was one of the ones that this article that I was reading was talking about. USF, though, the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, I guess. Just a roller coaster season in general. I think their coach will be a head coach at a bigger school by the end of this season. But did you ever figure out if who's the Munkin? Navy's head coach, is he related to Todd Munkin?
I didn't look it up.
Okay, we were debating this because I believe the Navy's head coach's last name is Munkin, and we were wondering if he was related to the offensive coordinator for, I forget which NFL team, but
Todd Munkin's with the Ravens.
Ravens, okay. But yeah, USF, they're 7-3 at this point. I don't think that they can make it into the playoffs. Do you know?
There's no way.
I don't think that they can
There's
make it
no
in.
way. 3-loss G5 team.
Yeah,
I just can't see that.
I don't think that's possible. So yeah, they're likely out of it at this point, which is, I mean, they have probably the highest quality win out of all these teams with that win at Florida. I know that on paper it doesn't look great, but considering the roster that Florida had and what they were playing for at the time, it was big. And then they have losses now to Miami, UAB, or no, Miami. Who else have they lost to? USF. It was Miami.
Memphis.
That's right. Memphis, and now Navy. Yeah, Navy was up 24-9 at halftime, so Navy got off to a really fast start. That triple option was working wonders for them, and they were able to hold on because, I mean, USF made a valiant effort. They got it close, but yeah, shout out Navy, shout out the midshipmen. Maybe we'll see you in the playoff. That'd be cool. Be really cool. Oklahoma at Alabama. Final score: Oklahoma 23, Alabama 21. Very, very good game.
Great game.
Probably the best game of the weekend. I mean, so Texas A&M, South Carolina, maybe best you could say of just craziest. This was just like there was a lot of anticipation for it, and it really, really delivered. What was your takeaway from this game?
What was my takeaway? I mean, Mateer might be back. Mateer, I mean, he looked good again. Kind of like pre-hand surgery.
What did you think about his stat line? He went 15 for 23, 138 yards, no passing touchdowns, no interceptions, but one rushing touchdown.
And what did he rush for? Like 60?
I didn't write that down, but I
think
can
he
look.
rushed for like 60, which is huge because OU has no rushing game.
Yeah.
But
I think I heard somebody saying that it's kind of come on in later weeks. Xavier Robinson, I believe, is one of the guys who I think is.
He's a big. I mean, this is how I view him. He's like a do your job guy. It's like, don't turn the ball over. Don't like lose us the game, and it'll be fine. And like against Texas, he lost.
Yeah,
he helped lose the game. He had 3 picks.
He had 10 carries for 23 yards.
Really?
I know, that's kind of surprising.
I thought I saw a stat that showed more.
Maybe they're incorporating in his sacks because his long was a 20-yard rush.
Okay, that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
That had to be it. Because I remember Pate talking about it.
Yeah.
But really, the story for OU, for me, is the defense. I mean, pick 6. I mean, I trust a Venables defense. I don't trust Venables, like, to handle stressful games well from, like, a head coach perspective of, like, clock management or timeout, all that kind of stuff. But I trust him to have a good defense. I mean, they had that pick 6. They held Ty Simpson to a reasonable performance. Bama really needs a run game, man.
Yeah, they do.
Really bad. And, man, it flipped for Bama. The storylines were just like, oh, yeah, shoe in for the SEC championship. That is not the case right now. They still very well could make it. They're very much alive. But, I mean, OU has the same record as Bama with a head-to-head, and they haven't lost to a team like Florida State.
Yeah.
So it really changed quick.
Yeah. No, the rushing game, it reared its head because Ty Simpson didn't have the greatest of games. Because he had that strip sack. But, I mean, OU's defense is really good. So it's both. It's OU's defense is really good, and Alabama doesn't have a running game. Ryan Williams. I thought OU. It was very evident. It seemed like that they did such a good job of forcing turnovers in the game, whether it be the punch out of on the punt return. I don't know. I forget who did it, but they punched the ball out, recovered it. There was the strip sack fumble that I think ended up leading to the field goal, which put them up 23-21. And then there was also another fumble that I don't know how they didn't recover it. I know it's frantic out there on that field, but 11 ran over and just fell on the ball, and it just squirted out and went out of bounds. The defense I thought was just the best part of the game, and it was kind of the thing I felt like that was evident in the Tennessee game, because you had the pick six or the fumble six. I can't remember. I think it was the fumble six that Mason Thomas, I believe, got hurt on. And then, you have another defensive touchdown in this game. It's been OU's defense that's been, I feel like, really, really evident is the strength of their team. And then, like what you were saying, Mateer just can't. It seems like he just, as long as he doesn't lose them the game by throwing an interception or completely stalling out on offense, they'll find a way to win. So Oklahoma has some good wins against Tennessee, against Alabama, at Tennessee, and at Alabama. That might be I can't say it, but one of the has to be up there for the best two road wins in tandem in the country, I would think.
They're back.
They're back. Big time. I have them, We'll talk about my college football playoff rankings in a second, but anything else on that one?
That's just step one of chaos in the SEC.
It was almost mega chaos.
It was almost.
Thank God we don't have to go there. Okay, Iowa at USC. Final score, Iowa 21, USC 26. Did you watch any of this game?
None. Not a second.
I did not watch this game either, but I did pick USC to win.
Mm-hmm.
And they did. I believe they stormed back. I think it was is this the game that I'm thinking of?
Yeah, they were down 19.
They were down 19, yeah. And they stormed back to win. It's crazy because USC has a chance to get in the playoff. They play Oregon this weekend, like I mentioned earlier. They have, I think the loss that's really dragging them down is the Illinois loss.
Yeah.
But, winning cures all. If they win out, I'm sure that College Football Playoff Committee will find a way to put them in. Because, they would have a win against Oregon. They would have a win against Iowa. And their losses would be Notre Dame, which would be a College Football Playoff team, most likely. And then Illinois, which is the tough one. But good job, USC. Virginia at Duke. Final score, Virginia 34, Duke 17. The ACC avoids a potential doomsday scenario where Duke ends up being the ACC champion and is not good enough to get in.
Could have been bad.
Could have been really bad. Virginia stops that. Virginia now is I think they're... at one point, I had it all down of who had to win what to get in the ACC championship game. I think Georgia Tech, if they win out, I think they go into the ACC championship. I think Virginia might only need to win out. Honestly, I'm not 100%. We'll get there when we get there because I'm sure a lot of other crazy stuff is going to happen. Did you watch any of this game?
Nope.
Okay. Then congratulations, Virginia. We'll just keep tabs on keep keeping tabs on the ACC. Florida at Ole Miss. Final score, Florida 24, Ole Miss 34. Any thoughts on this one?
I mean, Lane. All my thoughts are about Lane right now. He beat his future team. I'm calling it. I called it 4 weeks ago on this podcast, and I'm sticking with it. It was close there for a bit.
It was really close.
Florida was looking good. Lagway was looking good, but Ole Miss locked in.
Florida took the lead on a Michael, I don't know how you say last name, Strudavant. Had a really long touchdown pass, but Ole Miss came back. Is it Kawan Lacey? Kawan Lacey. He had a really, really good game. I don't know exactly how many yards he had, but I think it was his career high. Definitely his season high. But Ole Miss gets the win. I mean, we've talked about it. Florida's roster is really, really good. They're just not in a position where continuity is a problem. Motivation is probably a problem. But, yeah, Ole Miss survives. They get, I believe that's their last SEC game. So they are officially 7-1 in SEC play, I believe. So,
Ole Miss?
Yes.
6-1.
They're 6-1?
7-1. Yeah, because they still have Mississippi State.
Oh, they still have Mississippi State. Do we play 9 conference games now? Yeah, because we're 7
Yeah.
Well, we're 7-0.
We play 8. We play 8.
Okay.
So they're 6-1.
6-1. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if Ole Miss does it, we'll figure out the tiebreakers when we get there. Cause
I spent a lot of time figuring those out.
Did you?
Oh, no. I mean, yes, but
I was going to say
enlighten
us.
confusing, and there's still so many possible outcomes that I'm not even going to try right now.
Do you have a beat on what most likely will happen and who will?
Well, A&M basically has to beat Texas to make the SEC championship.
Okay.
The only way they can lose to Texas and still make it is if Auburn wins the Iron Bowl and Mississippi State wins the Egg Bowl.
Okay.
Both of those have to happen if A&M were to lose.
Okay.
Georgia's in, almost definitely. Georgia makes it in any scenario except. Actually, I guess they're not in almost definitely. Georgia has played all their conference games. They are in if A&M wins and if Bama loses.
They're in if, okay.
Because if Bama wins and A&M wins, it'll be Bama A&M.
Okay.
Because Bama has the tiebreaker over Georgia.
Okay.
There's
makes
still
sense.
a lot that
Okay.
could happen.
No, that's good.
But it'll come down officially to the last week.
Okay. That's a good breakdown. Yeah. Just win.
Just win.
Where was I? Utah at Baylor. Final score, Utah 55, Baylor 28.
BTA.
This was BTA. It kind of got close there for a second, and I was box score watching, so I don't actually know if Utah fans were sweating a little bit. But, yeah, we were talking about the Baylor QB early in the season and how if Baylor was actually winning games, I don't even know what the problem is. I've only watched one Baylor game, and that was Auburn-Baylor, which feels like years ago. Yeah, but, their quarterback, though, I mean, he's
Dampier.
Sawyer Robertson, right?
Oh, you're saying Baylor.
Baylor, yes.
Yeah.
He was throwing for like 400 yards a game.
Mm-hmm.
He also was having to throw for 400 yards a game, but still. But yeah, Utah, the playoff committee loves Utah. The Sports Dude podcast loves Utah.
Mm-hmm.
They put up points, and they also have a pretty good defense, except for when they're playing Texas Tech.
Yeah.
But Texas Tech is also really good. But yeah, Utah, another conference win, much needed. we'll continue to keep a tab on the Big 12 conference race. It's always interesting. Speaking of Big 12, TCU at BYU. This was BTA.
Yeah, it was.
I think, did you see at one point, I think people were getting into it on the TCU sidelines. I may be making this up. I only saw like a little bit of the game, and I was so tired at that point. I thought the broadcast team was talking about how TCU players were going at each other on the sidelines. I could be totally wrong and just making stuff up. But BYU wins by 31 points.
Yeah.
And we thought this might be kind of close because
It was a close spread.
mm-hmm.
I mean, TCU was on the road.
I picked TCU now that I think about it.
You did?
I did in the...
Oh, I thought...
I kind of...
Because I had BYU, right?
Yeah. I think I was like, oh, I'm going to be different and pick TCU.
It was like a 2.5-point spread, and TCU was the road team, and the weather was freezing, which means like neutral's field. It was like a pick 'em. Like it was it should have been close. It was not.
It's not close at all. That looks. I'm sure that's going to look great for their chances to get into the playoff. I won't say that they're on the outside looking in, but they're kind of on the bubble. Again, a lot of stuff has to happen. We'll see how the Big 12 shakes out and who goes to the conference championship. But I guess if BYU and Texas Tech go to the conference championship, there's probably a good chance, even with the loss, BYU could maybe sneak in. I honestly don't know.
If they have 2 losses and they're both to Tech, that would be crazy.
And one of them you would just have to the committee would most likely not, take into too much of account just because it was a conference championship game. Because you shouldn't get penalized for going to a conference championship. But they play Cincinnati this week, so another chance to improve the resume. But yeah, BYU, they took the belt off and smacked TCU around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, was there any other games that I'm not thinking of? Those are the ones that I have written down.
Those are the big ones?
Okay. Yeah, those are the only ones I can think of. Okay, then. Here's what we're going to do. I have got my college football playoff rankings that I think that they are, are going to be similar to the ones that come out tomorrow. I'm going to read till 20, rank number 20, because after that, I really have no idea.
I only did top 10.
Top 10, okay.
We'll see how these line up.
I'll do 20 because I feel like I have some idea down to 20. So here we go. I'll just start at 20. At 20, I have Louisville. 19, I have Virginia. 18, I really don't know where to put them, but I have Texas at 18. I assume that they're going to keep them somewhat
They're
in
what,
the mix.
17 in the AP?
Yes.
Yeah.
17, I have Michigan. 16, I have Georgia Tech. 15, I have USC. 14, I have Miami. Also, on the USC, I'm curious how high they're going to rank them because all I did really was move everybody up based off of who lost, and then I switched to USC and Georgia Tech because even though Georgia Tech has one less loss, I feel like USC has to move up, right, for beating Iowa, but who knows. I think I said 14 Miami, 13 Vanderbilt, 12 Utah, number 11 BYU.
Here we go.
Number 10, I have Notre Dame.
We're already different.
Number 9, I have Alabama.
Okay.
Number 8, I have Oklahoma. Number 7, I have the Oregon Ducks. Number 6, I have Ole Miss. And then the top 5, I have Texas Tech at 5, Georgia at 4, A&M staying at 3, and then Indiana at 2, and Ohio State coming in at number 1.
The only thing I had different was I had Bama at 10, Notre Dame at 9.
Okay. Interesting.
And I mean, I didn't think too hard on it, but I didn't want to just like sandwich OU and Bama together.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to put Notre Dame on top at as high as 7
Mm-hmm.
or 8. Yeah. So I just OU, then Notre Dame, then Bama.
No, I don't. Honestly, I'm interested to see how they rank those two, because what you have here is a situation of Alabama has that tough loss against Florida State, which doesn't look good right now. But then their other loss is an Oklahoma team who will probably be ranked above them. But Alabama, who they've beat. They had that. They have four. They had 4 straight ranked wins. Notre Dame, on the other hand, their losses are better for sure, with Miami and A&M, who are both ranked in these playoff rankings. The only thing is who they've beaten is probably not at the same quality as Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as body of work, also I'm assuming too, there's resume, and then you can also just be like offensive efficiency, defensive efficiency. You know, Notre Dame has Jeremiah Love, and their offense seems to be pretty balanced. And then they also have a defense who, at times in the season, has kind of let up a lot of points, like against A&M. Alabama, on the other hand, I think they have I think they've had a solid defense. I think they played defense solidly against OU. Their offense, though, you know, with the run game the way it is, Ty Simpson, I think, is really good, and I think he has good receivers. But it'll be interesting to see how all of that is mixed in and what they come up with as far as ranking those two.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other things about these rankings that you're interested in seeing?
Nothing specific. I'm just so interested. I mean, I feel like the top 5 is pretty set. The fact that they didn't punish Indiana for a close win against an inferior team makes me think they probably won't punish A&M for doing the same and have Georgia jump 3. But at the end of the day, I don't really care that much. Just win. But I'm curious that 6 through 10. And I mean, I guess Ole Miss is kind of set still, but the Oregon, OU, Notre Dame, Bama is a very interesting spot.
I don't think there's any way that Georgia jumps A&M.
I don't either. I don't anticipate it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw some people say that, but I think it's just people talking.
Sure. I think from an opinion standpoint, I think you could have an opinion about which
like
team
power rating.
Sure. Or which team is playing better right now, or but I mean, A&M, they're 10-0. They've beaten a top, most likely going to be a playoff team at this point, is in the college football playoff bracket. They beat that team on the road. And then they also have wins on the road against, I know the LSU win continues to look not as good as days go on, but I mean, at the time it was a really good win. You also have win at Missouri, which I have them possibly sneaking in at the very bottom. I have them at the 24th spot. I didn't say those 5 because I had no idea, but I just threw them in. They smoked Mississippi State this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But also very interesting. Well, we'll get into it in the preview, but Oklahoma, Missouri, I mean, it would get crazy if Missouri were to win that. I mean, it would just... And I guess Missouri's going to OU, so we'll preview that game in a second. But yeah, I'm interested to see how they rank them. I don't think A&M's going to drop, but who knows? But yeah, I know you didn't rank them. How far do you think Texas is going to drop in these rankings?
You have them at 18. I don't see them going past that. Okay. I said 16, just like right off the rip, like right as the game ended.
Yeah.
But I didn't think too hard about it. So I see them around 16 or 17.
It's so interesting because if they were to, depending on how far they drop, if they beat A&M, they would have to move up like, I don't think they're going to get too much higher after a win at Arkansas. If they were to beat A&M, they would have to move up like 8 spots, 8, 9 spots to make it into the playoff. That would be a crazy jump for a 3-loss team with a loss to Florida.
Mm-hmm. I've seen so many people. I mean, Kirk Herbstreit, I'm his number one hater. I think that's known on this podcast. It's definitely known to friends. He spent like 5 minutes talking about how 9-3 Texas could still make the playoff. I really genuinely don't think that could happen. I mean, the ACC imploding plays a part, but like if it comes down to like what your scenario a minute ago of BYU versus Tech and the Big 12 ship, I think both of them make it over. They put, let's say BYU plays Tech again and loses. They put 11-2 BYU over 9-3 Texas, who has a loss to Florida, in my opinion, and I'm pretty confident in that. And then you also factor in group of 5 ACC champ, assuming it's not like a 9-4 team or something, which now is out of the question. I don't see it.
Yeah. Well, and even in that scenario that you just gave, so BYU goes to the conference championship, they lose, but they played one extra game compared to Texas.
And they still have one loss.
Yeah.
Or one less loss.
Yes. So, and the one team that they did lose to would be it had to be like top 6, top 5.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess if they win the conference championship, they might be number 4.
Yeah,
who knows?
Could be.
Depending on how things shake out. Oh, I guess in that scenario, right, Texas would beat A&M. So A&M might drop to... They might drop out of the top 4, potentially. Yeah. So Tech would go to 4. So BYU would have 2 losses to a top 4 playoff team. But one of those, if you're comparing Texas and BYU's resume, wouldn't really be relevant to considering they made a conference championship and Texas didn't. So, yeah. I don't know. It's going to be tough. But... Crazier things have happened to teams like Texas and Notre Dame where they find a way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, real quick, on just before we close that. I think it comes down to literally the exact scenario Bama and SMU were in last year.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You have a 9-3 SEC team versus a 2-loss team who one of their losses is in the conference championship. And
yes.
I mean, we've seen how that played out. I wouldn't put it past the committee to year over year completely change how they rank teams because I just don't. I think it's ridiculous how that works, but I don't know.
Do they switch the people around?
I think
too much.
Not year to year, but I think it's like terms.
Okay.
Like a senator or something. It's like you got a 4-year term or something.
We need to. How do you even get those? I guess you have to be athletic director. Or?
That's the craziest part. They pick sitting ADs who have actual skin in the game. You saw the chairman step down, right?
I did.
Baylor's
yeah.
AD.
Yeah.
And I know Baylor's not in the talk right now, obviously this year, but I mean, like, imagine it came down to BYU and Texas for the last spot, and both their ADs are on the, like, that's insane.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous that it works like that.
Yeah. What if it was like jury duty? Where like
just random.
It was like 12 random people who don't watch football, or like some do, some don't.
Yeah.
And they just like put them in a room and they like show them these stats and they're like, who do you think should be the 12? And they're like, obviously Exhibit A.
Yeah.
Exhibit C.
And I'm sure they have some kind of process for trying to limit bias. But again, Baylor's guy. I'm just using him as an example because I know he's on it for sure. Not anymore because he got in trouble and did you see that?
I saw that he stepped down. I didn't know why. I thought it was personal reasons.
No, he's in trouble for like maybe a Title IX violation type thing.
Oh.
But something with the university. Oh, it wasn't Title IX. I didn't read into it a whole lot, but it was something about like, because Baylor's a private school, and he like knowingly like didn't follow the school's code of conduct for like their private school curriculum.
Okay.
Something like that. Not like a huge deal, but anyway, I know they probably try to limit bias and have ways to do it. You cannot tell me Baylor's AD, if they were in the playoff hunt and they were one of those teams on the edge that, I mean, each playoff team gets like $1 million, the program or the university does, plus all the other the ticket sales and stuff like that. You cannot tell me that he won't be vouching for that. That's his job.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I would think it would have to be a situation of like, all right, you're going to have to step out of the room while we evaluate your team, and then you step back into the room when we move on, or something like that. Because, I mean, yeah.
It's crazy.
That doesn't even seem fair to put him in that position to be like,
yeah,
you have to be objective about your thing. I mean, that's just, he's not. I mean, it's his job not to be. So, yeah, maybe they just, did they just intentionally choose like athletic directors that they're like, you have no shot. Like, trust me, you're going to be fine.
I'm sure some of them are like that. R.C. Slocum used to be on it.
Okay. Yeah. I guess.
Like, I love you, R.C. Slocum, but how do you I don't know.
He didn't do his job in 2020, I'll tell you that.
No, he did not.
He did not do a good enough job.
Well, or he did his job too well.
What do you mean?
2020, if he was like too good at being on the committee to actually see the skin. Have the skin in the game, you know?
Yeah. No, that's a good point.
It's just...
Shout out RC.
It's wild to me.
RC, if you want to come on the podcast and tell us how this whole thing works,
you're welcome to, man.
Hit us up. I know you got Twitter, old man.
Don't say that.
Sorry,
it's not coming, man.
Sorry, X. That's what I meant. Yeah. Anything else?
Nothing on rankings.
Okay. Cool. All right. NFL talk. Josh Alien Allen has descended from the spacecraft where him and Wimby were created, if you will.
Okay, this is getting weird.
And then I guess they put Josh Allen in Wyoming. No, he committed to Wyoming. I don't know where he's from. But yeah, they created him. They put him.
He's from California.
Oh, he's from Cali? Wow, and committed to Wyoming. Wow.
It was the only school that gave him a shot.
Yeah, it's true. And the aliens also, they created Wemby and they put him in France, of all places. But yeah, Josh Allen had 6 total touchdowns this weekend. Shout out to all the Josh Allen fantasy owners. I am amongst that community. What a weekend. Oh, I have CeeDee Lamb tonight. I need him to get like 30 points in order to beat who I'm playing.
I know Pickens was carrying them earlier.
Crap. I'm going to check that right now. But
Pickens has 100 yards and a touchdown before half.
No. That doesn't.
CD has 3 catches, 55 yards and a tutty.
Okay.
That's still great first half.
That's not bad. Yeah, let's see. I need him to... Hold on. Yeah, he has 14. So yeah, he's on pace. I just need him to do that same thing. I still only have a 14% chance of winning. But yeah, Josh Allen, 6 total touchdowns this weekend. They beat the Bucks. Now that defense, I don't know if the defense is what it needs to be. If you're, looking at it within the context of winning a Super Bowl. But wow. Josh Allen, man. Yeah, Bucks. I don't know what to take away from that, but I mean, Josh Allen is just that good.
He is very good.
He is that guy.
43 points.
Yeah. Lord. He scored me 43 points, but he had 2 picks in the game. Bears found a way to beat the Vikings.
They beat 9.
They did beat 9.
It was JJ today.
Do you want to explain 9 for the people who don't keep up with sports?
I thought I did last week.
Did you explain?
Where he talked about...
I can't remember. I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, but JJ was being interviewed. He's like, oh, that's not me out there on Sundays. That's 9.
Alter ego?
Yeah. He's so cringe, bro.
I think it's sick, dude.
It'd be sick if he could, throw for more than one touchdown and 160 yards a game.
I mean, if I'm 12 years old, like,
Oh yeah,
that's the coolest thing ever. I'm taking that to school. Everybody's calling me. I guess I was 6 or maybe 7. I can't remember. I think I was number 67. All the kids were like, "Yo, bro, that's 6'7" right there." That's my alter ego. That's my podcasting alter ego is 6'7".
Unbelievable that you just said that.
From now on, please address me as 6'7".
Dude.
Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson. They're
fun.
They're kind of figuring it out.
Yeah, they are.
They're kind of flirting with each other.
Okay, hold up.
They're kind of getting romantical.
I'm a Bears fan.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I've stuck with the Caleb Williams experience, and I'm glad to see that we're starting to see some results.
Mm-hmm.
The Bears, are they leading their division right now? Is that?
I think so, or they're tied with the Packers, maybe.
Let's see the Bears. Because yeah, I think. Checking. They are.
Come on.
They are.
Come on.
Yep, 5-2 in conference. Packers 4-2-1, the tie. Yeah. The Bears, they're finding ways to win. Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson, they're flirting. They're getting spicy. They found a way to beat Vikings, who, yeah, they're probably not a good trajectory right now, but you've got to find ways. Good teams find ways to win. That's all I got for that one. Texans, game-winning field goal.
Yeah.
Joe Schmo kicked it.
Hey,
who was
respect on Matthew Wright.
Matthew Wright. Respectfully. They beat the Titans.
Davis Mills is undefeated.
Is he? Should we just honestly
MVP?
Don't rush.
Heisman?
Don't rush CJ back.
Yes, please rush CJ back. We play the Bills this Thursday.
I don't think they are.
I'm gonna watch the Texans Bills game in Vegas at a sports book.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be really fun.
That's sick.
I might be the bearer of bad news here, but I was watching the Pat McAfee show earlier today, and Schefter was saying that he doesn't know if CJ is gonna come back for the Bills game.
Really?
I think.
I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't hate that. I mean, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I just want CJ to be healthy. Just protect him.
Yeah.
And invest in an O-line and then put him back out there.
Who do you think is the better quarterback in that matchup? Mills or Josh Allen?
Well, I mean, Allen has how many losses this year? 3?
Yeah.
How many does Mills have?
I can't remember him having one this season.
He doesn't. So, I mean,
good
record speaks.
You could say good quarterbacks find ways to win. Yeah. And bad ones find ways to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Mills has Allen beat out in the record department, like win-loss, probably neck strength department.
For sure.
So
it's a sturdy neck.
He's got a tree trunk right there.
He's got a sturdy thing on those shoulders. Yeah.
MVP Mills, the streets are saying.
Sure. Yeah. No. I'm all on board. Fully on board for that.
I think I told you this stat on Sunday, but I was just happy to get the win because if the Texans lost, they would have become the first team in NFL history to have the number 1 defense in the league with a losing record by week 11.
Nope.
That would have been bad.
Yeah.
So that's really, I just didn't want the Texans' name on that. Because the defense is so unbelievable.
Yeah. They avoided the allegations.
Yeah.
They beat Cam Ward and the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
And what's their record now?
5-5.
5-5, baby.
Perfectly balanced.
Exactly. Anything else you want to say on this gritty win?
Keep stacking, boys. Or don't, and
Yep.
go get Caden Proctor in the early first round. Just stay healthy.
Just win.
Just stay healthy. Anyone that's not on the offensive line, I pray for your health.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay. Bryce Young. Round of applause for Bryce Young. I'm so glad that he's finally the Panthers are actually not bad this season.
They're not embarrassing.
I believe they are 6-4.
No way.
I believe so.
That's actually nuts.
I believe they have a
Flying
winning
under the
record.
radar.
Bryce Young sets a franchise record with 448 passing yards. They beat the Falcons
In overtime.
Yeah. Is it Teratoa McMillan?
I just say Tet.
Tet McMillan.
Tetaroa or something.
Tetaroa McMillan. He had a lot. I don't know. I played against him.
448.
Yeah.
God. Okay, sorry. Continue. I didn't even see that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how many Tet McMillan had, but he was on the guy I was playing bench, and he had a good amount of points. So, assuming he did well. But shout out to
130 and 2 touchdowns. For Tet.
yeah. That's great. Yeah. Panthers, kind of good. Kind of.
6-5.
They're there. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not last year. Panthers. Broncos beat the Chiefs. What do you think about the Chiefs?
I mean, I'm a hater.
Yeah.
So I was happy to see that to be a little fair to the Chiefs, which I feel I hate doing. Their schedule is brutal so far this year.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they played the Bills. They played the Ravens pre-Lamar injury.
Yeah.
Now they have had the Broncos. It's just been...
Played the Chargers.
Yeah. It's been... They've had a rough start, scheduling-wise.
Yeah. Is the dynasty over?
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Cooper DeJean ended it last year, February 9th, 2025. Never forget.
Yeah. I mean, the Chiefs are the Chiefs, so...
They'll find a way to squeak in the playoffs and go on some run and make the Super Bowl.
I have a feeling here that they're going to do it. Because, as long as they have Patrick Mahomes, I mean, he's just ridiculous, man. And then finally, Lions-Eagles game. I watched that last night because I am kind of a Lions fan. It was tough. Shout out the Eagles defense. Eagles defense came to play. I believe it was either Jalen. I think it was Jalen or Carter. Is it Jalen Carter? Yeah. He had like 3 pass breakups in a row. Mm-hmm. Kind of like Cassius Howell did in the A&M game. Jared Goff wasn't having a great night. And again, I said earlier, they went 0 for 6, I believe, on 4th downs. But I mean, a lot of credit needs to be put on the Eagles defense because is it Quinyon Mitchell?
Mm-hmm.
He shut down Amon-Ra St. Brown.
So good.
He was, he played a heck of a game.
Where'd he go to college? Trivia.
Is it Toledo?
Yep.
Yeah. I totally thought he was a Georgia guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Jalen Hurts. Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts. They did enough to get it done on offense. Wasn't super pretty, but win's a win.
Mm-hmm.
You have anything to say on this one?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. It was a bit of an ugly game if you were a Lions fan, but it happens. It's football. That's all I've got as far as like NFL headlines. I know that there were a bunch of other games, but
yeah, that was the main one.
I didn't watch. Yeah, all of those. So those are the ones I had info for. Okay, moving on. NBA. Take it away.
We can skip. Since our last episode, Oh, yeah. The night of our last recording, the Spurs lost a heartbreaker to the Warriors, but Steph Castle and Wemby both had triple doubles.
Okay.
That was crazy to see.
Come
Yeah,
on.
Wemby had like 34 and 12 and 10 or something.
Come on.
That was good. Sadly, in that game, Brandon Podziemski, you know that guy? White guy for the Warriors, ginger, lefty.
Maybe. If I saw
You
him.
probably recognize him. He sadly decided to take a dive straight at Wemby's leg. And Wemby now has a left calf strain and is out multiple weeks.
No way. Has he been suspended for that?
Nope. Adam Silver just sitting on his hands.
They let him get away with that?
They did.
And no Spurs fan has taken it into their own hands to do something about it?
Not yet. I haven't said what my plans are this week. Vegas ain't that far from the Bay.
What's his name?
Brandon Podziemski.
Brandon Podjeski. Listen here and listen clear. What I would advise for you to do is to hire a security team to watch you 24/7 for probably the next, how long is he out for?
Few weeks, 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay. For a few weeks. Let's just do a month. Hire that security team for the next month because these Spurs fans, I tell you what, they are.
You don't mess with my.
You don't
my
mess.
king.
You don't mess with Wemby. I tell you that. Oh, okay. Where did he? Was he overseas guy?
No.
Do you know where he played at in college?
Illinois
Okay.
and Santa Clara.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, Wemby also dunked on Draymond. That was sick.
Yeah, that was. You showed me that clip.
That
That
was
was
sick.
tough.
That was sick.
That was very tough.
That's really all I have for NBA. I'm just hurting right now.
I understand. No, I totally understand.
For you, Brandon.
No, we've talked about what Wemby means to you, and yeah, I don't blame you one bit. Condolences to all the Spurs fans out there, but I mean,
He'll be fine.
the team's gonna be okay though, right? Like,
De'Aaron Fox.
yeah,
Steph Castle.
okay,
We'll see.
they're gonna hold it down until he comes back. Okay, so it's not
I
just
just
like
need him-
Wemby or
Yeah.
nothing. Okay,
I need him back for Christmas,
yeah,
which is, 5 weeks, so he should be. But Christmas Day, it's Thunder Spurs.
oh yeah.
I have to have him back for that game.
No, you got the family all around you. You
Come
got
on.
the food. You got the just open presents, and you're sitting down to watch a game, and
Just open
Wemby isn't there. I mean,
All my
it's-
Wemby jerseys that I got for Christmas, that's all I asked for. One of every jersey,
I know, man. That's like
Funko Pop.
the statue in the back. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, yeah. If he wasn't on your TV at 6:30 at night, like it would feel like a member of the family wasn't there at the Christmas celebration.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally understand. Well, how about this? I talked with Santa, and one of my gifts this year is just going to be a new calf for Wemby. So, no promises, but that's what.
Good to hear. Good to hear. I'll donate. It'll probably take both of my calves to equal one of his, just in terms of length. But
You have no calves.
no
Just
calves, just
bone.
bone. That's the plan. I'd do it for him.
I'd push you around in a wheelchair just to see him back and healthy
I'd
and
do it.
right now, tomorrow.
I'd do it. Calf transplant.
Take my calves, Wemby. Okay. Yeah, well, get better, Wemby. Can't wait to see you on Christmas Day. It's going to be the best present.
Oh, one other NBA thing. Luka Doncic now has more 40-point games this season than the Mavericks have wins.
Golly. Yeah. Nico really did. I mean, he watched the movie Whiplash and he was like, I like what this guy is saying.
Yep.
I am going to trade Luka, and I'm gonna unlock, a different player, a beast.
Idiot. Moron. That's a movie, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, he got fired for it though. So
Deserved.
he
Deserved.
he traded his job to do this. So if that was the intention, I mean, good job, Nico. Thanks, I guess. I'm not a Mavs fan, but you're good on NBA. Okay. So usually we do take some time to talk about the movies or the books that we've read / watched. I have not watched any movies.
I haven't either.
You have not watched any movies. I am currently reading a book, but I haven't finished it. It's the Hierarchy series. It's called, the first one is called The Will of the Many. The second is The Strength of a Few. They're honestly pretty good. I read them because they're similar to Red Rising. I don't know if I've talked about Red Rising on this podcast.
Definitely have.
I probably have brought it up. I think I need to just carve out some time one time to just like give my pitch to the listener, to the viewer, about these books, because I get it. I get books. Honestly, people probably just skip when I start talking about books. Here's the thing, guys. I don't think y'all have read a book that's made y'all believe that books are good. And I totally understand that. Because a lot of the books that made you read in school, it was because they were making you read the book that you hated it. Red Rising is one of those books where, and I can only speak from personal experience, but it's one of those books that it changes your life. It changes you as a person. It is by far the greatest book series I've ever read. It is. I think about it. The mix of, so it's kind of sci-fi, kind of Game of Thrones meets, I guess, Star Wars maybe. It is. I would say it's an easy read, but it's very, like, there's a lot of characters. It's very grand in scale. I feel like it's pretty easy to get invested in, but also, I mean, that's my personal opinion, so to each their own. But if I can convert, if one person listening picks up the book, I've done my job, because it's my favorite book series of all time. It's just sick, man. It's so sick. Why have you never tried to read it?
I don't know. I've just never been that into it.
Missing out, man. Missing out. Okay. Yeah, so those are the movies, books segment. Do you have any other sports things?
I do, actually.
Okay.
That's why I've been on my phone. I was confirming breaking news. Josh Naylor has signed a 5-year deal with the Seattle Mariners.
Okay.
So Naylor's back, which almost definitely means Suarez will be leaving.
Okay.
Or not re-signing. But,
okay.
Hey, I mean, you went into it knowing you could probably only get one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I think that's a good signing.
I do too. I only watched him in October, but
yeah.
He did great.
I watched him in a few games.
Yeah, I mean, he was awesome in the games that I watched. I'm assuming Julio and Cal are on big deals already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Julio signed like an 8-year deal, 3 after his rookie year.
Okay.
Or sophomore season. I don't remember.
Okay.
And then Cal has been there.
Okay. I'm interested to see what this next season, how he's going to do, because there's no way that he can top this season.
Yeah.
So I don't know how drastic the difference is going to be, but hopefully not too much. College basketball. I haven't watched any college basketball, but I know what's going on. I'm too occupied with college football right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting in a crunch time. We've got college football playoff rankings, A&M's in the mix, who's in, who's out. I just don't have time to watch A&M lose to UCF or A&M lose to Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
I don't even know who we're playing next.
Montana.
Well, Montana's 4-1, so okay, the spread's 16.5 though.
The spread's what?
16.5.
Oh, okay.
Against Montana. There was another spread though that was 16.5 recently, and A&M did not cover. I'll just say that.
18.5.
Oh, was it 18.5?
Yeah.
Jeez. Let's see the one against Samford.
It's not up yet.
Oh, there's probably no
I haven't been able to find one.
50.
99.5.
Also, yeah, AC Milan did not play this weekend. I believe it's maybe the international break. Oh, USA and Paraguay played the other day. Got in a huge brawl. It was at the end of the game. US was leading 2-1. And the classic, the ball goes out of bounds, and then it's USA throw in. And I don't know why the Paraguay guy was like, he grabbed the ball right as the USA guy grabbed the ball, and then they're just like fighting over it, and then the guy like put him in a headlock and then like raised his hands like, well, it was the Paraguay guy who put him in a headlock and then raised his hands and was like, what, and then everybody runs in and just starts punching people.
I love it.
And then he gets a red card and he's like, what do I do?
Yeah,
Classic.
Soccer needs more stuff like that.
Yeah. There is, but it's like, you know, it's not really. It's not like football. It's not like I saw Jalen Ramsey and Jamar Chase got into it. I think Jamar Chase got suspended.
He got suspended for spitting on.
Yeah, he did. You see, he said he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Spitgate.
Spitgate.
You think he did it?
Well, the video. Apparently, it was super quick. He like appealed and was like, "I didn't do it," and they just showed the video. It's like, this is literally a video of you doing it right here.
Jalen was like pointing at the loogie on his arm, like he spit on me. What if he's just like a Sammy Sprinkler from Benchwarmers? What's up, Jalen Ramsey? And just like spit on him.
Ramsey?
He could just be a spitter. I don't know. Might not have been his fault. Anything else? Any sports? NHL? Any hockey?
I'm just in college football mode.
Yeah, I am too.
I got plenty of coaching stuff.
Yeah?
There's so much college coaching carousel.
Anything you can share, or do you need to keep it all confidential, close to the chest?
I think I know what I can share.
Okay.
Sources have confirmed that the family of Lane Kiffin has, in the last week, visited both Gainesville and Baton Rouge. The Gainesville trip did include Knox, his son, visiting high schools. It's also been reported, this is public, that Ole Miss has given Lane Kiffin an ultimatum and said, we need to know if you're staying or not by the Egg Bowl, before the Egg Bowl.
Wow.
In 2 weeks.
Now, in this scenario, do you know, is it going to be a situation where Ole Miss knows if he's leaving or not, but lips are sealed until Ole Miss either wins or loses, most likely in the playoff? Or do you think that it's just going to come out and he's just going to have to, like, even if he's going to Florida or LSU, he's just going to have to keep coaching then?
If they make the playoff, I don't think he'll be there for it.
Really?
They're talking about Joe Judge being the interim for the playoff.
And Joe Judge, is he not, he's the offensive coordinator?
I believe so.
Joe Judge was the head coach of the Giants.
Giants.
And was also the offensive coordinator on 2019 at LSU?
That's Joe Brady.
Joe Brady.
He
Okay.
was with Joe Judge was with the Giants though.
Okay. Cool.
So that's
Wow.
yeah. I still think he's going to Florida. I'm standing on business with that.
I mean, that's crazy, and I get that's probably obviously not what he wants to do as a coach. It's just kind of like he doesn't really have a choice because when else is the Florida job going to be open or the LSU job? So yeah, it's just kind of a timing thing. It just has to be what it has to be. But man, that's people down in Oxford are going to be very sad because
Yeah, it's already started to turn where the fans are pissed at him because he's kind of just like, obviously this is a big deal for them, or just the college football world too, and he's just like trolling on Twitter.
yeah,
And like not answering any questions or offering any clarity, but he's also like sending his family to different cities to tour it, but he's still not like apparently being very forthcoming about it. I don't know.
to be honest, I feel like he's handled, because I watched one of his interviews and there were a lot of questions. I think it was the press conference about this Florida game, and he was asked about some stuff, and he answered the question in a very non-hostile way, as if like stop, which is he's always kind of been buddy with the media. I feel like the media and him have always they're similar in ways. They like to stir things up and do things. So, but like you look at Lane's answering questions from the media, and then you look at Elko's, and like Elko, when asked about the job stuff, was like, I'm not talking about that stuff. Or, yeah, it's all right here. He's very much more kind of, he'll talk about it and stuff. Yeah. Man.
Yep. That's a big one. It's looking like John Summerall to Auburn.
Okay. Yeah, we were the first ones reporting that.
We were. There's a story of a guy that Tulane has been going after a recruit really hard. And he's from the Auburn area, but never really showed interest in Auburn. And then last week, all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, where Auburn doesn't currently have a head coach, went on a visit to Auburn.
Interesting.
To the Plains.
Okay.
So that's a little interesting.
Okay.
Virginia Tech, we haven't even mentioned this. Virginia Tech just hired James Franklin.
Yep.
Officially. Go Hokies.
Great
Congrats
hire.
to James.
Great hire.
Virginia Tech could not have dreamed of anything better. I mean, they just lucked into this. Fell in their lap.
Can you imagine telling a Virginia Tech fan last year, being like, hey, you know the team that was, so close to going to a national championship, that head coach is going to be your head coach next year? Been like, stop.
You're on drugs.
Stop teasing me. Great hire by Virginia Tech.
What an upgrade. No hate towards Brent Pry. If you're listening, respect Brent. But going from Brent Pry to James Franklin at Virginia Tech is just crazy.
So, I don't know if I should say this or not. It's something about Brent Pry. We have a family friend who claims that Brent Pry, or someone associated to Brent Pry, ran them over with a boat.
Oh, yes, I've heard this story.
Yeah. And I keep telling because the person who's told me this is my mom. And I'm like, the Virginia Tech head football coach? She's like, yes. And I'm like, I think you have to be confusing it with somebody else. It cannot be the head coach at Virginia Tech. It has to be like the head coach of some high school. I don't know.
Yeah.
But every time that gets mentioned, I'm always like, there's no way that that's actually true.
Well, he's unemployed now, and maybe he's out on the lake.
Maybe he has some more time to
for his next victim.
Maybe he has to tend to that lawsuit that's happening right now.
I feel like there's another. Oh, Arkansas. I feel so bad for Arkansas fans.
Oh, do you know something
from hell? They just got stuffed in a locker by Virginia Tech.
Oh yeah,
because they were really the only two running for Franklin. It's looking like, as it stands right now, Arkansas is looking like a top G5 guy, which good, but okay, but probably an Alex Golesh or a Ryan Silverfield, which I don't think either of them are bad coaches. It would be kind of wild if Silverfield, as the coach of Memphis, beats Arkansas and ends Sam Pittman's tenure and then takes his job.
Yeah.
But we will see. Oh, the other big one. This isn't really anything crazy. Do you still have it, social media?
I do not.
Good for you. Desmond Howard posted on Twitter, X, and Instagram today, like a walk and talk, and just like, good morning, have some thoughts just to bring up. Long story short, he said, we've seen some crazy things so far this year with the coaching carousel. He said, I think y'all should expect at least one more big name or big program to have some availability, and it's the University of Texas.
You're lying.
Desmond Howard said he would not be surprised if Texas is looking for a head coach this year.
And do you think it's because Sark is considering going to the Giants?
The current theory on it is Desmond has, I don't even know the exact people, but apparently Desmond is very connected with the Miami Dolphins organization from like former teammates and coaches and stuff of his that he's still close with. They suck. Mike McDaniel's almost definitely getting fired.
Yeah.
That may be an opening. So that's what people believe he's referring to. Because there was the Rossini thing a few weeks ago of, hey, Steve Sarkisian might be interested in the Titans job, or NFL teams are aware that he is willing to talk. And so people think that he may be looking to Miami.
Wow. Now,
that's one guy's opinion, so that's obviously not anything too crazy, but
yeah,
I like Des. That would be crazy.
I don't want to simplify a complex issue down to one thing, but my kind of thought on the Texas job is it is just such an impossible job.
Mm-hmm.
So tough because the expectations are national championship or nothing. But also from what I've heard from players is it's really hard to have such a to like live in such a amazing city with the nightlife, with just the opportunities that presents to players and stuff like that. It's hard to keep all of that noise out. Kind of like how, I don't know how Pete Carroll was able to do it with USC, but like, I mean, I remember watching the Trojan Horse documentary, and Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, all these guys are going out, they're on
walking the runway,
the red carpet, all this stuff. And it's like, you kind of either you embrace it so as to not, like, I guess, like, isolate your players or make, I don't know, but it is such a unique issue that, like, Mike Elko does not have to. Obviously, it's college, right? There's going to be parties. There's going to be outside noise, media, all that stuff. But, like, College Station, like, you've got Northgate. You've got, I mean, that's kind of it. Like, that's it. It's just a thing that you don't have to worry about. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's more of a unique, like, Sark just wants to coach in the NFL. Mm-hmm. If that's what ends up happening. If all of this is just BS, then we're just talking for nothing. But I would assume that is a really it is a complex job that, I mean, if you look at it in their history, right? Not many coaches have been able to figure it out. There have been Tom Herman, Charlie Strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Could have been Saban, but they didn't want him. He was ready to board the plane.
I wish someone would ask him that, like on the McAfee show. Ask him about that. See if that was actually legit. Okay.
I think that's all the big coaching news.
All the big coaching news.
It'll be a wild couple of weeks.
I'm very excited to see how all of that shakes out. That would be shocking if Texas was looking for a new head coach.
That'd be crazy. God, that would be insane. I'm not predicting that. I don't think it will happen. But someone who knows football and people who work in football is throwing the idea out there, and it's worth mentioning.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we are sports media. Like, we are big J journalists, so we have to mention it. We're slave to our passions and Disney. Shout out, hey, if Disney wants to partner with us, if we can figure out a contract negotiation,
Give you a great media rights deal.
I tell you what, we'll be easier to negotiate with than YouTube TV. I'll tell you that much. There's that too. We're back. Were we back? I don't think last podcast we were. Yeah, we did mention it. Y'all figured it out.
Good job.
I got my channels back. I did have to pay $40 for Fubo for a month. You gave me a $20 back because you didn't have these channels. So I guess I got Fubo for $20. But now I have 2 streaming services. So glad you figured it out, but I mean, cost me a little bit of money, I will say. Okay. I have week 13 preview, I think, because I added week 0. Week 13 preview. Honestly, not a whole lot of games on here with a lot of substance. We'll start with the big one. I believe College Game Day is going there. It's going to be USC at Oregon. What are your thoughts on this one?
This is a very interesting game in terms of Big Ten playoff picture too.
Yes.
Because, correct me if I'm wrong, USC has 2 losses.
Yes, they do.
Notre Dame, Illinois.
Correct.
Oregon has 1.
Correct.
If USC were to win this game, they would have the same record. USC would hold the head-to-head. That makes things so interesting for Big Ten championship odds and for playoff rankings.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Oregon's
just flown under the radar. Obviously, their one loss was the game of the week against Indiana. But they've kind of flown under the radar. They haven't had too many good matchups other than their loss there and their close win against Iowa. I mean, the Penn State one was huge in the moment, but that obviously looks very different now.
Very different.
So, yeah, I mean, USC can propel themselves to a huge player in playoff conversations if they can win this game. And if Oregon wins, they'll solidify their current spot.
Yeah. And I feel a little bad. I don't think I've really watched USC play all that much this year, if any.
Yeah.
I will be tuned in for this one. That is for sure. USC, and this is probably just me because I haven't watched them, but it feels like this is like the horse that's been at the back of the pack this whole time, and it's making moves. And I tell you what, if they were able to beat Oregon, I guess Ohio State or Indiana would have to stumble at this point for them to get into the Big Ten championship. But they would have the head-to-head against Oregon with the same record. So they would likely, if anybody were to get a playoff spot, they would get it over Oregon. They would also have a win at Oregon, which, I mean, Indiana has that win at Oregon. USC would also have a win at Oregon, so it would still be a really good win. Man, and it would be, I mean, even if Oregon wins out after losing to USC, I mean, Oregon's losses would be against USC and Indiana. So that's still pretty good. I guess their best win would only be Iowa. But, yeah, it just gets really tricky. But I'm excited. I'm excited to watch this game. Who you picking?
Yikes, you go first. Where's the game at?
Oregon. You said spread's 10.5? 10.5 Oregon?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm curious what the spread was with Indiana and Oregon, though.
I can find out pretty quick.
If you can, that would be great. Because I don't think anyone expected that game to go the way it did.
It was 7.5.
Wow. I'm going to go Oregon. But I'm excited for this one.
I'm going Oregon, but I'm as it stands right now, I'm betting USC spread.
Bet them to cover? Yeah. Their offense, I looked at some metric, and I believe they were number 1 at one point. Maybe it was last week or 2 weeks ago. They were number 1 in offensive efficiency, which
typically bodes pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Oregon.
Okay.
But not very confidently. And I'm a big Dan Lanning fan. I'm a Dante Moore believer. I'm going to be cheering for USC.
I kind of am too.
Chaos.
I kind of am too. Was Indiana at Oregon? Was that College Game Day?
Had to be, right?
It was
7-3. Yeah.
So they're going back?
Yeah. That was drama because there's not many good games this week, but Montana plays Montana State in a rivalry, and Montana's 11-0, and Montana State's like 9-1 or something. And so they were talking about going there for like the whole growing the game, and they'll never have probably a chance to do something like this.
Yeah.
And
instead,
people are hating that they're going back to Eugene again.
Yeah, because
which means we're gonna have to see freaking Kirk Herbstreit buffering from a private jet with Peter running around the background. God dang it. Sucks.
Yeah, because the only other game that's really like, I want to say significant. Well, I guess there's another one that's kind of, but Missouri at Oklahoma.
That's a fun one.
It's a fun one.
I'm going OU.
I am going to OU as well.
So we're not even.
Again, the really nice and weird thing about where A&M is at is like originally I'd be like it would be really great if Missouri could win and make our strength. But if we just win every game, it doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be shocked if Missouri were to beat OU.
I would be too, but I mean, Zollers didn't do much, actually. Did you see him? I'm just seeing this for the first time. Did you see Ahmad Hardy, his stat line against Mississippi State last week?
I did not.
25 carries, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Oh my gosh.
I mean, the only reason that wasn't mentioned in all of the things that I saw is just because it was Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Dang.
Holy cow.
That is a weekend.
300 yards?
That's insane.
That is a fun matchup. Ahmad Hardy versus OU.
OU's defense, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think the way, and Missouri's defense is legit. I mean, they're a good, solid defense. So it could be a really good game because if Ahmad Hardy's able to, if they're able to cobble something together on offense, maybe get out to a couple score lead, OU's offense, I mean, it's not going to be a cakewalk against that Missouri defense. So, also, when was
spread's closer than the Oregon game?
What's the spread?
7.5.
7.5. When was the last time Missouri and Oklahoma played? Because I don't think they played last year.
They didn't. I don't think.
Okay, so this is going back to Big 12 days.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that's kind of like,
it's fun.
It'll be fun to see those two teams on the field again because I remember watching Missouri versus Oklahoma growing up when they were both in the Big 12, and then Missouri left with A&M, and yeah, we haven't seen it since. So that'll be fun. Okay, this is the last game that I think is really significant. I guess maybe one more, but Pitt at Georgia Tech. I mean, the ACC,
Oh.
ACC,
Yikes.
you just don't know. If Pitt were to beat Georgia Tech,
God,
I mean,
that would be so bad for the conference.
I know you literally like you take whatever papers you had, just throw them out the window.
Yeah.
It's just I give up.
I mean, Georgia Tech has not been playing good.
You know what? I'm just gonna pick Pitt because
that's what I was leaning towards.
I'm
too.
betting towards the ACC to just
Implode.
throw another curveball.
Oh my gosh, that's bad.
No logic went into this pick. No running game versus it's purely.
I'm with you though. I feel the exact same way.
This is the ACC being.
It's a 2.5 point spread. I'm gonna ride with Haynes King out of pure appreciation and love for him.
No, we can be different on this one.
But like, to be honest, I think Pitt's gonna win the game. I'm really not even caring about my pick record. I'm just going with Georgia Tech.
Okay.
Being hopeful that Haynes King will be in the playoff.
I hope so too.
But I think I know I'm just totally going again. I'm writing Georgia Tech as my prediction.
Mm-hmm.
But like, wink, wink.
Yeah.
I think Pitt wins the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm locked. So even if Pitt wins, I have GT.
When the ACC tells you who they are, listen.
Yep.
Okay. BYU at Cincinnati. It's important for BYU.
Yeah.
Cincinnati also, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Cincinnati at this point. I bet the spread is pretty brutal, favoring BYU.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go BYU.
I am as well. I'm looking at the spread just because I'm curious. If ESPN will load. Bruh.
Is it bad? No? They have it close?
2.5.
Wow.
It's got to be at Cincy, right?
It is at Cincy.
7 o'clock.
I'm still surprised.
I'm going BYU, and I'm hammering BYU.
Yeah, I would too. I might give you some money to bet for me.
Bet. Just let me know. I got plenty of funds in there after my parlay. My parlay.
Are you at a parlay hit?
No, 2 weeks ago.
We'll go to Arkansas at Texas.
Can you imagine Arkansas limps into Darryl K. Royal at what are they, 2-9, 2-8?
Yeah, that would be.
I mean, I'm not predicting that.
Yeah,
but storyline wise,
yeah.
Considering what Desmond Howard just posted, that would be funny.
And if that were to happen, it would make the A&M Texas game so much less. Yeah. It would be so much more or less.
Okay, what do you think this spread is?
I would think. I'm gonna guess 10.5. We'll go 9.5.
I haven't clicked on it yet. I'm going higher. I'm going way high. I'm going 15.5.
Okay.
You were way closer than me. They respect. So it's currently 9.5. It opened at 10.5, which means the big money people were taking Arkansas with the points.
Wow.
That's crazy. I will not be doing it, but
yeah, that Arkansas offense is good, but Texas defense is also good.
Did you see Anthony Hill broke his hand?
I did not see that.
Or something in his hand. I don't know. They haven't said much about it.
That's not good. Yeah, I mean, the Texas-Georgia game went a certain way. I mean, Anthony Hill and Colin Simmons are still freaks.
Oh, Taylor Green can escape, but I don't know if he's going to be able to escape that.
I don't know.
Especially at this point in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
That would be something. That'd be crazy. Let's see. Yeah, I picked Texas, by the way. Shocker.
you right, yeah.
Louisville at SMU. This is another where SMU 1 loss in the conference play. Louisville, I believe, is 3 losses at this point in conference play. But I'm gonna pick SMU, but
As well.
But yeah, if Louisville wins, I mean, golly.
I'm going SMU.
Okay. I'm also. Tennessee at Florida. You see any potential to?
I'm thinking.
I mean, Tennessee barely escaped Mississippi State early in the season. Now they're going to Florida. I mean,
do it.
If you pick Florida, I'll pick Tennessee.
That's easy for you to say. My only question is Florida's defense still conscious?
Mm-hmm.
They're talented, and they've done good, but are they still there after?
Yeah, I don't know. They let up 34. I mean, Ole Miss is good, but
I'm not taking it very seriously this week.
Mm-hmm.
Because I literally wrote down Georgia Tech, even though I don't think they're going to win. I'm going Florida.
Okay.
It'll be fun.
Throw it in there.
Why not?
I'll go Tennessee.
Okay.
We'll flip-flop on that one. All right, and then the last one that I've written down, I mean, this is a big, big rivalry. Football, not so much. Basketball, very much so.
I knew it was coming.
Duke at North Carolina. The Dukies, the Blue Devils.
Dukies? It's
totally what they call them, right? They're going down to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Manny Diaz versus Bill Belichick. 2
of the greatest football minds.
Some would argue. Some would say, not this podcast. Actually, I would say one of them is. I'm actually going to go UNC.
Good. Yeah, I'm hammering Duke.
I think UNC's gotten better. I think Duke is just, they lost to UConn.
Their defense is bad. Respect UConn, though.
Is it?
UConn.
Do we respect UConn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big time. They're a blue blood.
Yeah, I guess so. CD. Sorry, I just checked on my. He hasn't done anything else. He's already. ESPN's already given. They've punted. They say I have a 1% chance.
Unbelievable.
CD Lamb does have to get 15 points with 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. But, I mean, he could catch like a 70-yard touchdown. That's like 15 points, right?
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, something like that. Are they? I guess they are kind of winning by a lot.
Respect UConn, dude. You know who their head coach is?
Dan Hurley.
Dude.
I was gonna name their women's basketball coach, but I couldn't. I forget his.
Gene Auriemma.
Yeah, Gene. That's what it is.
It's Jim Mora.
Is it? It's Jim Mora?
Yeah.
That sounds like a coach that exists.
He was the coach of UCLA for a few years. He was in the NFL. He spent some time with Fox as an analyst.
Oh. He was in the NFL, and now he's...
He coached...
Gino Auriemma.
No, I'm talking about Jim Mora.
Oh, you're talking about the football. You're talking about.
Coach. What are you talking about?
I said I was gonna name the UConn women's basketball coach.
Dude.
And then we just went down that rainbow. Gino
Auriemma.
Yeah, Gino. Oh boy, Gino.
But yeah, I got
Fine, I'll respect UConn.
Thank you. I got Duke.
North Carolina. Go Tar Heels, baby. Okay, that's all I've got written down.
There we go.
Is that it?
I think it's it. Hopefully next week Lane is in Gainesville.
I mean, that's crazy to think about. Yeah. Okay, well that's gonna wrap up this episode. We love you guys. We're surprised that you're still listening. Actually, no. We knew that you were gonna keep listening. But yeah. Appreciate you guys, and we will see you. Yes, this is a little early. We're doing this a little earlier in the week. Did I explain why we're doing it earlier in the week at the beginning? Oh, okay. It probably won't always be this early in the week next week. But yeah, we appreciate you guys, and we will see you next week.